I, Dumisa Ntsebeza, SC, hereby constitute the congregation for the purpose of awarding qualifications.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Chancellor of the University of Advocate Nzebeza. Greetings this morning. Greetings to the congregation here this morning. Greetings to senior members of the university, deans, deputy vice chancellors, registrar, and the graduates, of course. And it's my pleasure this morning to welcome people very briefly for this ceremony, and to also take this opportunity to make a few remarks about this graduation ceremony in December 2020. 2020 has been a very testing year for the University of Fort Hare. From the start, it looked like it was going to be a very difficult year, and indeed it turned out to be very difficult. We started off on a wrong footing with student protests, and of course, just as we were kind of resolving that towards the end of March, the COVID-19 lockdown was imposed by the state president. And we haven't met one another in the last 8.5 months. It is the first time that we're meeting here in person to preside over this graduation ceremony of the year. I must say that the biggest test, there have been 2 tests for the university this year. The one test was exactly about the teaching and learning program, the academic program of the university. The disruptions cost us several weeks of teaching time. As I said, just as we were wrapping that up and resolving the issues, COVID came, and again we lost more time. Unlike other universities, better resourced universities, we had to improvise along the way. And we had to dig deep into our pockets, into our reserves, to find the wherewithal to get the year on the go. The first one was we surveyed our students. And we said, who's got a laptop, who's not got a laptop? That in itself took time. And then we ordered nearly 7,000 computers from scratch to be manufactured in China for our students, from scratch. 6,800 computers. And it took time for them to be shipped back into the country. And of course, everyone was very frustrated. Our students were frustrated. Our lecturers were frustrated. The rest of the staff was frustrated. And at a certain point, we were deemed by the minister to be one of the 5 high-risk kind of institutions that were very likely not to complete the academic year. But I'm pleased to say that the laptops arrived. They were distributed amongst all students. Teaching and learning online started. We gave data to all students, to all staff, and we're very happy that last week we have concluded the first semester of academic year 2020. This week we started with academic year 2021. Once again, we're very pleased with ourselves. We're no longer in that category of high risk. We're no longer high risk. We're almost certain to complete the year in February. And I should also say that we're not the only ones. Only a very few universities, a handful, will complete the year in December. The rest will complete in January and in February and some in March. So we're now in a very comfortable place. And again, I would like to compliment all our students for their patience and for their commitment to their studies. All our staff, academics, support services staff, and everyone. It's been a traumatic time. Secondly, in that time, we've also, like the rest of society and the rest of the world, we faced the issue of COVID-19 infections. You would have seen from the daily updates on infections, we've had nearly 150 people who were affected by this. Sadly, 4 of them passed away, and we have now about 11 or so current cases. Again, we're not happy. We would like to have 0 current cases and total, all of them, all the others recovered. So that's been another test. Once again, as a community, we showed support for one another, we showed solidarity, and I'm very pleased to say that many people who were kind of very, were on the verge of serious kind of ill health have bounced back and are back in operation as staff. The second issue, which is very important, is that since 2019, May, the university has been under administration, which affected the operations of the university, particularly in terms of oversight over all the work that we do, but also in terms of approvals for some of the things that we needed to do. For example, to buy those laptops at huge cost, we needed approvals by the administrator. It took time. Things got slowed down considerably. But more than that, being under administration it has stigma. There's stigma about it. Having said that, 18 months down the line, I'm very pleased to say yesterday, the 26th of November 2020, the new council of the university was inaugurated, and we now officially and proudly out of administration, and we will operate like other universities. It's a turning point, a very important turning point for us. It takes us, it places on the road towards renewal of the university over the next decade. So I'm very pleased about that. So as we wrap up this year on a high, we also wrapping it up with a grad in December. Once again, it's not been easy. It's not been easy for some of the students. Some of them would have graduated in May, but they were not able to do so because of delays. So this graduation ceremony is very important, therefore, for those students who felt that they were left behind, but also those who were supposed to graduate in any case, but whose chances of doing so seemed very remote at a certain point. So we're very happy. So this time we're graduating kind of quite a reduced number, 444 students, of which 444 undergraduates, just over 50 master's degree and 5 PhDs. And of course, there might be a few others coming in because we're going to have a special Senex and a special Senate. But that's sort of the number that we have. And once again, it's a great moment for us to once again release and graduate and certify these graduates from the University of Fort Hare. So we're very, very delighted with that. But also we're very pleased that we've, despite all odds, we've mastered the technologies that have allowed us to operate. In this period of 8.5 months, we've done everything that we would have done if we were on site. We've had faculty boards, we've had departmental meetings, we've had teaching and learning, we've had Senex, Senate, we've done every conceivable kind of activity that we should have done. I must say, on a lighter note, I've been to the CCMA virtually a few times already. That shows that every activity that we are supposed to attend to, we've mastered the technologies. For me, the most enjoyable of all of these activities virtually and the most successful is our Senate. Our Senate on site is usually attended by 45 to 55 people. But virtually, we get about 88, 95, 100 people in attendance. And they last longer, and very few people drop out before the end of the meeting. So once again, we've managed to do all what we can do. We've managed to grab everything. We've managed to comply in every possible manner. We've also hosted the CHE here twice on the doctoral review as well as the institutional audit reviews. So I'm very pleased, therefore, that we've managed to do this. As I end, I just want to mention one very small but absolutely significant development. About 2 weeks ago, international awards were held on online teaching. And there were several categories. There were several categories to this competition. And the following day, I got a clip, which I'm actually going to read out. So my apologies for taking time, which I was sent to me the day after. And the clip, I will read it. It's not long. The category, in the category, Best International Digital Transformation of a Training Program in Response to COVID-19. Somebody got bronze, don't know where from. Somebody got gold, which is the first one, but the number 2, silver, came to the University of Fort Hare. The University of Fort Hare. And no other university in the country, no other university on the continent, but the University of Fort Hare. I wish I could play the clip and show the video. It's a very short clip we could send around where this announcement is made and they say the University of Fort Hare, number 2, silver. I think that, small as it might sound, it's profoundly, profoundly important. As the underdog, everyone thought, oh, these ones are not going to finish even the academic year 2020. And there we are. We came right on top. Okay? Then I need to tell the story a little more because it goes beyond the gentleman who won this one. His name is Dalen Stoude. He's from the School of Accounting, the Nkutlu School of Accounting. Okay, that's him. Immediately I got this, I phoned him, I said, just tell me, what did you do? And that's where the story, that's where the richness of the story comes perfectly out. Because he said, it's all thanks to our teaching and learning center. He said that he attributes all of this to the imagination, the improvisation by people in the teaching and learning center. He said he was part of those trainings, but he was also pulled in as a trainer in his own right. And when Professor Nkongi saw this competition, he encouraged him to then submit. He submitted. He appeared before a panel that interrogated his thing. He had to describe, he had to explain it, and that's what it is. And the citation, therefore, its citation says, University of Fort Hare, the judges were blown away with what one person can achieve with so little budget and resources. Overcoming significant challenges, including low internet coverage, lack of ICT equipment, and poor digital literacy, Dalen designed an inspiring program using an imaginative, well-designed, data-friendly blend of videos, WhatsApp and downloadable content to keep his accounting students connected, motivated, and achieving their targets purely via their mobile phone. A replicable model and inspiring story. That is, for me, that's something I will hold for a very, very long time. And once again, just to say thank you to all, thanks to staff, thanks to all our current students, but most importantly, congratulations and all the best to our graduates 2020. Thank you very much.
We shall now proceed with the awarding of qualifications. I shall call upon the Dean of the Faculty to present the candidates for the various qualifications.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer and award all qualifications in the Faculty of Management and Commerce on the persons whose names appear on the program.
So Jabula nhliziyo yami, jabula nhliziyo yami, jabula nhliziyo yami, jabula nhliziyo yami. Thokoza, thokoza, singene, oh singene. Thokoza, thokoza, singene, oh singene. Jabula nhliziyo yami, jabula nhliziyo yami, jabula nhliziyo yami.
Under the powers vested in me as Chancellor of the University of Fort Hare, I now declare this congregation dissolved.
Some say go to